You know, a lot of people in this day and age worry about climate change because, of course, Donald Trump thinks it's a hoax. And we see that perspective filter through his administration. However, Donald Trump sat down with Piers Morgan.
Piers has basically set himself up.
I was just trying to basically say this in a polite way, but I remember as a kid walking home from my cousin's house, and Worcester has a lot of hills, and I walked by a car that was ostensibly parked, and it started rolling down the street, down a hill, and went off a ledge into a house. Now, fortunately, nobody was inside the house at the time.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It was crazy. I don't know why when I see out of the corner of my eye these two guys sitting in a room, and that comes to mind.
I know exactly why. And I also, a phrase of like scumbag, recognize scumbag comes to mind.
Right. Well, here they are sitting down with each other in Davos, and Donald Trump is going to explain his perspective on climate change. Apparently, Macron has been very nice to Donald Trump, and so there's some talk in Donald Trump's beleaguered mind that he might get back into the Paris Accords. Of course, nobody seems to care that we left. Everybody's just sort of moving on. But here is Donald Trump with Piers Morgan.
Do you believe in climate change? Do you think it exists?
There is a cooling and there's a heating. I mean, look, it used to not be climate change. It used to be global warming, right? That wasn't working too well because it was getting too cold all over the place. The ice caps were going to melt. They were going to be gone by now, but now they're setting records, okay? They're at a record level. There were so many things happening, Piers. I'll tell you what I believe in. I believe in clean air. I believe in crystal clear, beautiful water. Beautiful. I believe in just having good cleanliness and all. Now,
cleanliness. First of all,
somehow this turns into a denial of the pizza.
Yeah, exactly. I like water that's like a 7, minimum, maybe an 8. Super
bare
beautiful.
minimum.
Can we leverage Trump's germophobia to force him to have better environmental restrictions?
I think his germophobia is fake. A, B, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be in a bubble anyways. But the good news is that the ice caps are record-breaking now. They're record-breaking ice caps.
What was the phrase he used? That wasn't working, or it wasn't working well?
That wasn't working well.
That wasn't working well.
It was getting too cold all over the place.
First it was hot, then it was cold. We called it global warming. That didn't work out so well. So
that should be Al Gore's next documentary. It's like, wasn't working well for anyone. The global weather.
They were going to be gone by now, but they're setting records.
Exactly.
What kind of records?
Great ones.
Melting, like rate of melting.
He's not wrong. They are accelerating in terms of like melting and disappearing and causing global climate disruption.
What's fascinating is he clearly knows now that he can't say global warming is a hoax. He doesn't want that message out there.
Well, not in Davos. He'll say the same thing when he comes back home.
It was a hoax. I just was in Davos and...
Dude, he doesn't even need to say that. You know how he works. He's not... You think he's going to be like at a rally in Ohio and go like, I know this contradicts what I said in Davos, but it's a hoax. He's going to go, I said in Davos it was a hoax, folks. That's what he's going to do. Because like lying is the essence of his being.